So I was at the gym the other day, and I had to make this drawing to explain something to this guy, and I really thought it was a really good drawing, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So when you're in fight-flight physiology, aka I'm scared and I feel like I have to defend myself, whether fight-flight physiology, you get into it because your life is very demanding, your time is very short, you have a lot to do, finances, family, work, whatever it might be, your body goes into fight-flight physiology. When it does, it can actually stay locked in the fight-flight physiology. So I want you to come on over here. What happens is when your brain is stuck in this threat loop, use the back of your brain, it causes your spinal cord to actually stretch. It can, I think, stretch up 3 to 5 centimeters. Okay, that's like that much. Okay, and the nerves that exit out of the spine actually stretch too. Now, I want you to take a look at this really quickly. This is actually what it looks like in a real spinal cord. Here's a relaxed spinal cord and the nerves that come out. And here's a really tense spinal cord and the nerves that come out. You can see the difference, right? So what ends up happening is the muscles, the signal from the spinal cord is to tell the muscle to tighten when the spinal cord is tight. So the muscle tightens. Then when the muscle tightens, it pulls the vertebrae out of alignment. And also when there's a lot of tension and tightness on the muscles, the entire spinal column actually hunkers down and puts a lot of pressure on the disc. So now the disc spaces start to decrease and herniate. And also when there's a lot of tension on the spinal cord inside and the nerves that come out, if you even have a disc herniation, the nerve actually rubs up against the herniation and now creates all the numbness and tingling and all the atrophy and all the neurological pain and symptoms that people get, like with when their arms and legs go numb, or sciatic issues. It just, the sciatic stuff happens down here. So I was telling the guy that you can get your muscles rubbed all day long, but if the nerve to the muscle is still telling the muscle to contract, the muscle is going to contract within 2 hours after getting rubbed down. Or you can get your bones put back into place over and over, but again, if that signal doesn't change, your bone's going to go out of alignment. You can get spinal traction and get stretched to increase the disc spaces, but again, if the message is to tighten up and to hunker down, that's gonna keep on squishing and herniating. Someone can tell you to keep on standing up straight and to do exercises to straighten out your posture, but again, if your spinal cord is stretched and the information to the muscles is to tighten up, your spine, you can look at this picture, is gonna contract because all your muscles are contracting. And so, do you think this guy's happy who's standing up straight? I know, caveman, but do you think this guy's more happier or this guy? Do you think this guy's going to be more angry or this guy? Do you think this one's going to see more possibilities or this one? Which one do you think is going to find more creative ways to solve problems? This one or this one? So anyhow, basically, I told him in network care, what I could do for his friend is, A, I can help the entire body get out of threat mode. Okay? Even though if there might not be a threat today, but let's say a threat happened 5 years ago and their body locked down into that threat mode, I can help their body get out of the threat mode. I can also help the brain and the spinal cord relax and the nerves that come out of the spinal cord. So now there could be a new signal to tell the muscle that it can relax. And when the muscles relax, the bones start falling into alignment on their own. I have my clients constantly telling me how their spines like self-adjust and how, you know, they sat up and their spine went click, 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 click. That's because when your spine is relaxed and when your muscles are relaxed, everything can go back into place. And also, that's why I get a lot of referrals for people who've had multiple disc herniations or disc injuries, because again, when the signal tells the muscle to relax and the vertebrae are relaxed and they're not hunkering down, then the disc spaces can actually go back to normal disc space if it hasn't been so damaged. Now, if it has been damaged and the disc is at a point of no return, again, again, if the spinal cord is nice and relaxed and the nerves that come out, instead of it rubbing up against, if you can come closer, instead of rubbing up against the disc herniation, it can actually go around the herniation. So the person doesn't have to have all those crazy symptoms anymore. And the cooler thing about network care is not only that your brain and spinal cord relax, which is just really amazing, you learn strategies to interface with the threats in a better way so you get threatened less often. And it takes more to stress you out. And so this cycle doesn't happen as readily. And that's actually what gets me really excited.